Hello and welcome to Building an Hour, the show where comedians make comedy right in front of your eyes. This is in this episode we're going to workshop some kind of current affairs material. If you want to see our kind of personal material actually going into the actual hour, please join us over on Patreon, where you kind of get a bit more access and get to see our gigs, us react to our gigs, all that stuff. Anyway, but I'm here with Mauricio Lombardi and Chris
Hello
Groves.
guys, how are you?
Yeah, that's me. That's the.
And
clear which is which.
Is that again?
I said, make sure you can work out which is Mauricio.
Yeah.
I was wondering, should we put our last names on these little squares in the Zoom? Because Colman is Colman Hayes, but I'm just Mauricio and you're just Chris.
Yeah, but we're using the phones though, Mauricio.
Oh, it's all good. Yeah. All right.
And should we set?
Anyway, yes.
All right. So will we jump into it? Chris, do you want to go first? Because I know you've kind of got something ready. I'll set a timer of 20 minutes, so we can get a sense of.
Okay.
So we'll give 20 minutes for you, if that works.
Yeah, that sounds fun. Okay, so basically I'm going for something new. I'm gonna leave behind the old stuff and I'm gonna go for something new here. And it's a story about Verónica the cow, an Austrian cow, and she's been using tools. She's proven that cows are able to use tools. It's huge news in the scientific world. And so I got really excited, obviously. I got very excited about this news. Let's have a look at... I'm going to show you a video, and afterwards we can talk about the sort of the repercussions and where this could go. But I think it's great fun, this idea of cows using tools. It's exciting. Let's see if I can share my screen. And then you'll be able to. I'll make sure I've got nothing personal there. Okay, I have to request.
Oh right, okay, sorry. Allow. There we go. So I realised I never even asked people what they're up to and what's new with them. maybe Chris, before you play the video, here, what's up with you? What's since we last spoke? Because it's been about 10 days, I think.
Yeah, no, I've been with same old, really. My life is not so exciting. Dwelling in the club, keeping trying to get audiences, doing shows, done a couple of shows. I did a really good show the other day. It was fun. So yeah, I'm having fun with the shows still.
Did you record your good show, Chris? Or did we just have to believe that it was a good show?
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? The good shows never get quite as so well recorded as the other ones, to be honest.
That is true. Yeah, I killed on That's Friday.
Murphy's Law.
Big theater also, like 500 people. Unfortunately, no recordings.
Yeah, everyone was there. The Queen was there, and
life has been as usual over here too. The baby. It's always fun.
How old's the baby?
It's 24 days. She, the baby. She eats. The baby, she is 24 days. Man, it's beautiful. It's a constant adventure every day. Really recommended to those of you that are on the fences. You should definitely have a baby. Yeah.
You look actually so fresh, or so you look full of life, actually, Mauricio.
Actually,
you need to see the wife.
It's not as bad as people say. I can sleep all through the night. My wife is looking very tired though, but I'm fresh as a lettuce, man. I can complain.
You discover these earplugs and there's no problem.
Headphones and soccer comments. It's all good. No. I mean, it's very fun. Yeah, I can't complain.
Okay, no. Yeah, well, you seem to be getting very used to it. You seem to be used to it.
Seem to be embracing it. Yeah.
I'm fully embracing it. Yeah. If Chris could do it, I can do it too. This is basically how I measure things in my life. If Chris did it,
It's Chris can.
good thing is
That's
Chris.
a very safe way to measure
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
You haven't done a lot, so it's safe. It's safe. Yeah.
If Chris can do it, I can.
My kids survived childhood. It's true that they're still alive. I haven't killed any of my kids, so that's fine.
And you haven't touched any of them either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll keep
So-
that for the Patreon
That's a reference to
episodes. That's
Chris's
for the
bit,
Patreon
not
episode.
me just saying that.
By the way, for those of you who know what we're talking about, we've engaged
Rachel,
in
you're
a
What
coming in and
context
intervention.
for
out.
that?
You're coming in and out for me. I can. I don't know. Maybe is that my
Who's
head?
coming in and out? Me?
No, Maurizio.
Also to you,
Yes.
Chris?
Yeah.
Coming in and out. Do you want me to wear? I'm
Yes.
gonna see if I can wear other headphones.
Oh no. Actually, maybe Chris. Do you want to stop sharing the screen for 1 second? Maybe it's that. Maybe that might.
Okay. Stop share. Okay.
Is that okay?
Okay.
Chat away.
Let
then,
me
Maurizio?
know. Let me know.
Yeah, you're a lot
yeah,
clearer. You're a lot clearer there now.
Okay. For those of you who didn't understand the reference, we had a little intervention with Chris, and we are trying for him to stop doing the Peppa Pig and the I fancy my teenage daughter routines. I don't know if we'd achieve it. He's very passionate about it, but we're trying our best, guys. So yeah,
That's for the Patreon. Keep that
That's
for Patreon.
exactly. That's the
haven't
Patreon
paid.
material.
They haven't
They have
paid
to-
enough to hear about me
They
and
have
my
to pay
kids.
to know what that means.
guys, this is just marketing. Sorry, I guess you are just too poor to understand what I was saying. Don't worry, things are gonna pick up for you. So let's just ignore what I said.
Yes, if you want to
Right.
find out more about Chris and the child molesting, sign up to Patreon. That's all.
Oh my god. All right, I don't know about you, but I'm ready to hear about this Verónica cow.
Okay. All right. Let's hear about it.
Meet Veronica, a 13-year-old Austrian cow who is reminding all of us that intelligence doesn't always look like a human
There we
mind.
Good.
A clear winner when it comes to being self-reliant, Veronica has been doing something which no cow has ever been officially recorded doing before.
Officially.
When she
recorded.
has an itch, she doesn't wait for a rub against the fence or a human to help her. Instead, she picks up a brush or a stick, positions it carefully, and scratches herself. And this isn't just any random act. Researchers observed that Veronica used different parts of the same tool for different jobs. The rough bristles of the brush for her back, the smooth handle for more sensitive areas like her belly. And this behavior, as per researchers, meets the scientific definition of tool use, something which is usually seen in chimpanzees, crows, and dolphins, but not cattle. Veronica is challenging the assumption that cows have limited perceptions. Veronica is displaying problem-solving skills, and researchers say that her environment might be the key. Veronica isn't confined to a factory farm. She has space, time, and objects to interact with, giving her the opportunity to discover solutions on her own. And science is literally scratching the surface.
Okay. Fascinating. Okay, wait a minute. My screen's still.
I can't.
Wait, wait.
I do think that's a funny video. I think there's something to. Yeah, I did enjoy that.
A cow is scratching themselves with a brush.
They say to
It's huge
solve
news.
problems, right? It's problem solving, and when they say problem solving, she's literally putting that broom to her ass. You know, like, yeah, this is a big problem.
Yeah, I was wondering where's she touching down there. She's. But I
I
mean,
guess-
the other videos have her scratching the back a lot, but that video starts with her touching something quite intimate. By the looks of
Yeah,
it.
the rim of the anus. Yeah. You know, I remember when I used to be a journalist on TV, you know, and you have to edit the videos, you know, you'll do the voice and then you have to choose the images. And a lot of times people will just have fun, you know, like the editor will whenever I said my voice, you know, Mauricio Lombardi, whatever, they will put a funny image. So I guess they know what they're doing sometimes, you know, it's like solving problems and that's the broom in the ass because they could have picked another one. Yeah, that's fun. I was a
I mean, I
little
think it's fun.
suspicious.
I love the idea of this. the whole idea of this a cow doing it, and I think it's great fun, the idea of there's another video. I'll show you a bit of another video in a minute, but the other video is 9 minutes, and
9 minutes. What's the other video?
there's another video of 9 minutes. There's another one. This was a quick news article. There's another one which is more the scientific one.
It's Veronica's
Fascinating.
backstory, and the family and the struggle she came
Well, no,
from.
it's just
Human interest
It's just-
or a cow interest story.
Yeah.
I showed
Veronica
a bit.
lost
It's
her
just
parents.
Veronica scratching herself with
For
different
9
parts
minutes.
of the brush.
It's on her.
for
It's on her
9
own
minutes.
private channel. She's charging.
ASMR, whatever the sound is, like shh, shh, shh.
But I think it just shows how humans are. Shows how humans are, and the fact that this is. I mean, this is huge. Let's be honest. I mean, it is huge that another species is developing to use tools. And there's a 9-minute video, and by minute 2, I'm like, yeah, okay, we get it.
Oh.
Yeah, she uses a brush. Okay, I think humans are really so used to stuff now. Our attention span has gone. It's a great find, and we can't even start. I can last 2 minutes.
Also,
It's really weird.
how huge is it? Because
Yeah.
Let's. Oh, she's scratching her ass with a broom. Let's call the news. But
Let's call the news.
it would be huge. It's like one morning.
The cow is
one
scratching
morning
its balls. Oh my God! Someone ring the newspaper.
Yeah. Oh, this is so cute. This is so cute. But it will be like huge if you open the door in the kitchen one day and then the cow is there with a knife. Like that wouldn't be like, oh shit, call the news. It will be a different kind of story. Like we're very happy that it's not threatening to us. That's what I'm thinking. Like,
What do you mean, like that the level of intelligence has been raised up to be a threat to humans? It's just like
exactly, because it's not a threat. It's like, oh, look at this cute cow called Veronica. If it was like a threat, it would be Adolf the cow, or something like more sinister.
Adolf the cloud has a mustache.
Yeah,
So bring all the cows together.
The little hair over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was imagining-
Mama. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was imagining, I was thinking, I'm not impressed here, and I was thinking, it'd be quite funny if you found out afterwards that the video, the camera was being run by a sheep,
But
Like a
and the sheep
sheep.
was like, "What about me?"
Yeah. Like,
All this fuss about the cow scratches over a bush, and there's a sheep editing the video, and
yeah. Or
there's
you
loads
can,
of
like,
animals.
You can pan the
Loads of animals in
camera.
the background juggling and riding bikes, and no one's paying any attention to them. It's been
You can-
quite a
you can-
funny sketch.
Pan the camera from the cow, and then you will go to the branch, and you will see a jealous monkey, like sharpening a tool. Like, motherfuckers, I've been doing this for ages. This is how Planet of the Apes should start. Of jealousy from the
also,
cows.
there's a part of me feels like I've seen some version of a cow scratching. I mean, I suppose it's the fact it's a brush, but I really when I watched the video, I wasn't impressed at all. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, okay, but
I've seen
scientifically they're saying the fact that she's. But is it not the same idea as a cow rubbing their back against a gate? Is it not?
Well,
That's also a tool.
they were getting
right?
very excited. They're getting very excited because she holds the brush
In different
at
positions.
different parts of the handle in order to be able to reach different parts of the back. So she picks up the 9-minute video is just sections, cut into sections of saying of where she's holding the handle in different places, and everyone's getting very excited.
Okay, Chris, in
holds
this
the handle
9-minute
in
video,
different places.
9-minute video, does she always pick the broom? Because I was suspicious that someone will put the broom in her mouth.
Oh yeah.
I saw she,
Oh no.
she-
No, did you not
does
see
she
the
always-
cow tongue? The cow tongue is perfectly adapted for
I was surprised. I gotta say, I was surprised.
picking
I was
up
ready
brooms.
to debunk your video, but I was surprised. Also, by the
That's
way,
the best bit of the video is
Guys.
the cow's tongue. That's
she is using a tool. I also think I've seen this before. Elephants painting. Have you ever seen a cow? And I've seen this. Have you ever seen a cow actually reaching her anus with her tongue? I've seen that. It's like contortion. They are completely bent. That's more impressive. No tools here, motherfucker. Yoga. Something like that. It's like they really get there, man. They can put their head in their ass.
I was also thinking it was fun that I was like, yeah, she's using a brush, but she's using a brush for completely the wrong thing. I mean,
She
how
should be
intelligent
sweeping.
is this cow? If she starts sweeping a barn out, I might be more impressed, maybe. You know?
Yeah.
It's a broom. Stop wasting your time scratching
Also,
it back.
Science moment, guys. Science moment. Do
like-
you know? I always. Sorry. Go ahead, Colman.
No, go on.
I always wonder, like, they're like the gentle giants, right? If they wanted to, it's like, why did they fucking rebel? Because sometimes you take them to the slaughterhouse and they're just like that, and they don't defend themselves. And someone told me that this is because with evolution, there used to be rebel cows, and aggressive and violent cows, but they will just murder them. And with time, we have the genetics of these docile, dumbass cows. This is why it's not that there are not violent cows; it's that we murder them all. So with that in mind, this will be like a Uncle Sam, Uncle Tom of cows. I don't know. There was something there, but yeah, she's
You
not.
say Verónica-
Sorry, no, my internet is coming and going, so I'm only catching a little portion of that. So all I heard really was Uncle Sam cows. That's
Uncle Tom.
Uncle Sam cows are the.
Like she
Are
should
you
use
suggesting
her-
that Veronica's in danger?
Huh?
Are you suggesting Veronica's in danger that
I am
she
suggesting
may get
Veronica,
murdered?
if her genetics were better, Veronica will be using her amazing brain to free her kind instead of just. This is what I'm suggesting.
Instead, she's
like in the Planet of the Apes, that first ape who's intelligent, helping to make her fellow apes intelligent, type of thing.
Exactly. Show them.
instead-
But
Yeah,
Veronica's
she's
just using it for her own comfort.
Yeah,
She's not a selfless cow. She's a selfish cow.
Yeah, it's almost like a feminist concept. Don't pick a broom,
Well,
pick a knife.
I was going to say, yeah, she's feeding the stereotypes of first one the female cow picks up is a broom. Is a bit of a.
Yeah.
There's going to be a male cow with a barbecue somewhere, just like
What's he cooking?
I got this.
You know what I mean?
Steaks.
His fellow cow.
We're having
It will be
my
fine.
sister for. We're having my sister for dinner, literally.
Oh, and then they think what helps Veronica is the environment. She's free, and immediately you have her actually with a chain on her neck and a couple of things on her ears with a number.
Chain.
What is free? What is this free? As soon as they end filming, they're gonna put her back on the barn.
Put her back to work in the.
Yeah. Okay, go to the kitchen.
So, but yeah, I mean, I think it's fun. And then you've got also you're thinking, she's got a real fucking itch. She's scratching the whole time. There's something wrong with this cow. Veronica must be there thinking, look, this is all great, but you are the ones with hands. Can you not just scratch my back for me?
Yeah. Oh, you know what will be fun?
sorry.
If the
I was stugging here a broom, and you
Okay.
could just scratch my back.
I'll do it myself. She said, okay, I'll do it myself. You know what will be fun? If the next part of the news will be like, scientists are bedazzled, and so they study her brain. They show you Veronica's brain, and it turns out she just had like a very bad allergy, something like that. Yeah. At the end, they murder her for nothing. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
In farm news, I remember when the first cloned sheep died. Dolly, I think was her name. I remember when she died. I don't think this is not so big news that they're gonna just eat her and we're never gonna know about it. It's like she has to step up the game if she doesn't want to be forgot.
So I was watching all this, and I went to the 9-minute video because I thought 1 minute is not enough of cow scratching, and so then I found this is how childish I am. Okay, I'm gonna share with you in a minute. I'll share with you the bit that I found the most amusing. in this whole thing. Let me share, because this is just a sign of how very immature I am.
Chris, just because you say your child is an immature doesn't make your pitiful jokes better. You cannot pull a Michael Jackson on us, okay? Just saying that. All right.
So I'm going to share. I'm going to share the screen and show you a minute of this 9-minute video. So basically, the 9-minute video is just different. It's just there's no commentary here. There's just 9 minutes of the cow scratching itself in different ways.
Oh my God.
Plus a very bad Spanish accent for some reason. Okay, but then there's...
Veronica does live a beautiful life. That's a beautiful town.
Yeah, look at it, yeah. Yeah, I mean...
This was Austria, right? Austria? Austria?
It's in Austria, yeah. In Austria, but it's a Swiss cow. I don't know if that matters.
The nationality of the cow.
Maybe she knew the moose. She knew the loose moose. Maybe they were together, like working.
The moose taught her.
Right.
So yeah, so this is what gets me. This is the fun bit.
Her conditions are. Now we know that cows are capable of egocentric, flexible to use, and it's time to recognize them.
Hello guys, my name is Vitka, and this is my very intelligent cow Verónica, and we have some message for you. Save the nature, then you protect yourself, and nature diversity is the key to survive on this planet.
Jesus, okay.
Thank you.
And I just found I find the accent so amusing. I'm sorry. It's just like this guy with his weird accent suddenly comes on. It's
guys,
like
can you
the
listen?
Simpsons version of an Austrian accent.
Sorry. Can you listen to me when the thing is shared? Because
This call is going to end in the next minute and 30 seconds. So maybe, do you want to we pause and come back in? Well, actually, this is about 20 minutes on Chris's thing. I was thinking when I was listening to the cow, but I was wondering. I'm like, I was just wondering, maybe we should pick whatever the most controversial topics are as a challenge as well, because I was like, oh, I wonder, like, this is purely to get viewers or listeners. I was like, oh, maybe we should be talking about Trump or whatever would be kind of almost poke virality, maybe. Sorry, that's what I was thinking when I was watching this cow scratch itself. I was like, huh. You
just go to the YouTube comments and you'll see how controversial this issue is.
Oh, what do we find in the comments?
There's huge debate about what stage of evolution this is. Is it Paleontolic? Is it Stone Age? Is it people are talking about where the cow is in terms of evolution? Big arguments.
When is the cow inventing the nuclear bomb? Hold on, this is we're about 30. Tell you what, we're about 10 seconds away. So let's pick this up in 2 minutes.
Okay.
I presume we're back. I presume everyone is rolling on their respective phones and stuff.
Yes, I am. Okay. I am. Let's check Mauricio.
So this way I know on the phone. Okay. So.
Sorry. So yeah, back to the cow. But yeah, it did occur to me. I think I was like, oh, I mean, I'm now talking, but it was inspired by the cow. But I'm talking now about the episode or Billion Hour in general. I'm like, oh, I wonder if we should try and challenge ourselves with the most controversial topics, purely to get
views.
You know what I mean?
Views?
Maybe it's a challenge for a week or two. Anyway, maybe for 1 week. But like, all right, bring whatever's the most controversial thing in the news.
You're suggesting that the Mauricio's Stone Age people and my cow is not the most up to date modern.
Yeah, I picked that up. Chris. I agree with Colman. I gotta say, like you did, like you said, Chris. Like maybe one of us should come with that, and it will like the thumbnail or something like that. But 3, Gaza, Trump, and the Minneapolis shootings, and
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. That's
You
a
know?
good point. So what? So maybe just one of us comes with a controversial topic,
So it's-
and we swap it in
sweep
between.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I've
Well,
covered that
whoever-
this week.
whoever comes-
I've covered controversy this week. Veronica the cow is our controversial story of the week.
No, but the thing is, like, I understand what Colman is saying. I don't think all of us should. I think there should be a healthy balance.
Yeah.
At the same time, I do think we should. We can make. Well, that's different because we can make the thing controversial. We can put on the thumbnail. Feminism's over. They are picking back the brooms, and we put the Verónica. You know, like, I mean, that will be just poking the bear or trolling people to get views. You know, we
Yeah.
can make it controversial. Is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. Well, yeah, no,
I mean,
but,
no, but it's a different thing. Yeah.
I think the thing that's going to reach the audience is really going to be the social media clips. So we will have had to have talks about, or like the subject matter will have to be controversial, because like that, like if there was some short or Instagram thing where even if it's just that person delivering material on that thing, if the thing is just controversial, it will, like, it will spark off a debate in the comments. And if at the end of the clip it had building an hour, they're like, well, what the fuck is this thing, you know? But so we could make anything
That's
controversial
true.
for the thumbnail, but I think in order to really, I think like either us talking about a controversial subject in the call or someone delivering a controversial subject on stage, I think either one of those will at least be pushing pushing out. I know, sorry, that's what I thought when I was watching the cow. I was like,
Yeah, no, but
yeah,
just cow. Well, this is it. So this is it. The cow debunks feminist theory. There we are. So,
Well, that's just us. That's not controversial per se. That's just being assholes or whatever. But it would also work. I mean, if we get hate, that also gets views. But how about this? Like, we get one controversial topic, an episode, and we can maybe even, like, remember when you were putting the names and the. So who's the hot potato? You know, the hot potato of the episode. It's Mauricio's turn. Which is your hot potato? Your hot take? You know, and we discuss. So it's like a segment, and people know. Oh, this is Chris. What is Chris gonna bring? Something about pedophilia.
and whoever's doing the hot potato goes last.
For example, you know.
yeah,
So
hot
we give the
potato,
people
hot
a-
potato. There's a song as well we can do.
I don't know. This is just some. I don't. We can do that or not. I do agree. All right, for views, there should be at least one clickbait. You know, basically, that's what we're looking for.
Yeah. I know. So that's what I was thinking about when I was watching the cow one. But yeah, no, yeah.
It's good. It's good that we do this on the go and we have these conversations because we're all, you know, learning as we go, right?
Yeah, I suppose this
tuning in.
is as interesting as the material because it's also us trying to work this out as well. Yeah.
To be fair, Chris
Yeah, I mean, I think it's
did
fun
say,
for me. It's
Chris did
What?
advise that this is how childish I am. To be fair, so
well, it is. It's, I mean, the thing is, I was laughing like a fool as soon as that man started speaking. It was just, I don't know why, but that accent just got me. I was not expecting this high-pitched accent coming out. And he's also,
yeah.
Veronica's not happy with him. I don't know. But Veronica's
Yeah,
nudging
she
this
kept
guy the whole
like tossing
time.
her head away.
It's just like, this is a toxic relationship.
But
She's
she didn't
upset
run
'cause
away.
he
She didn't move away from him. She just kept tossing her head away. Maybe was he holding
Yeah,
onto her chain or something? Why wasn't she like moving away? She wasn't that intelligent. If she was really annoyed with him, she would have like.
Well,
just
she's not
walked
leaving
away.
the screen. This is her moment on TV. She's not gonna wander off.
Oh, maybe she was doing some kind of code for other cows. You know, moving the head like that. Run!
I think she's
Just get away. Yeah.
I think she's just being difficult with him because he spends 12 hours a day trying to get her to pick up a broom. She's just like,
Yeah.
like, you pick it
what
up, pick it up.
What happened to the other cows? She's so lonely.
Yeah, he's the one tickling certain spots in her body, and she's like, "Oh, fuck me."
Yeah.
Well, she's separated from the other cows because, like you say, she's starting to start a revolution. She's been talking to the other cows, you know, that we could use these brooms for something else. Trying to stab people with a broom, so she's separated now.
Okay, Chris.
That's 20 minutes on
Okay.
Chris.
Oh,
Thank
yeah,
you for
that's
that.
it. That's it.
So you know,
I
it's
know
actually.
that.
Oh, sorry. Go on.
I was going to say, I'm sure the audience is begging for more about the cow. So maybe I'll do some sort of private episode myself about the cow if you need more cow.
So Chris, you're going to deliver this cow material on stage at some point in the next week or so.
Yeah, in the next couple of days, I'll try and do cow material. I did a whole show in Edinburgh about a cow 2 years ago. So.
That's right.
Oh,
That's
true.
right. Wait, you have a thing for cows?
You have a thing for cows. Oh,
Cows
God,
are
I
funny,
forgot about
let's
that.
be honest. Cows are funny.
Yeah.
And also highly intelligent. Any cows watching, I'm with you. I'm supporting you now.
You want to be part of the revolution?
Okay.
You'll be the insider on the human race. Do you know what I mean?
I was going to say, I bet the US will have a cow president before it has a woman president, probably.
Oh, that's controversial. That's controversial right there.
Maybe they'll have both at once. But
I can assure you, the woman president of the United States will definitely not know how to use a broom. So, yeah, let's just leave it at that. Okay, so
Yes,
I can
anyway, let's move
be
on.
I can be the controversial guy for next episode if you want. I can find something really controversial. The hot potato, if you want to call it like that.
hot potato. All right. Well, that's Chris's 20 minutes on his current affairs material. Let's move on to Mauricio. So, Mauricio, what have you brought to the table?
What's your current affairs issue?
Well, as I think I mentioned it to you guys, I wanted to just a second. I wanted to keep digging into material from the Neanderthals, the Chris Neanderthal. Remember that? So I got a text basically.
Yeah, I mean the Neanderthal Chris that you want to talk about is a reference to me, or it's just.
Well, it was a reference to you on the show because you were there. So yeah, it was just because people know you were Chris, and I was hoping to get a cheap laugh with
cheap
that.
target.
Yeah,
I'm an easy target.
It doesn't have to be called Neanderthal Chris. But just a second, let me find the. Oh God, Jesus. Just a second, guys.
So good that you're bringing things up to date and stuff now. Okay, excellent.
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm supposed to have this. Oh, come on, man. Archivo. Okay.
What did you cover on today's current affairs episode? Well, we had a cow that entered the Paleolithic era, and we're there talking about Neanderthal man. So that's.
Okay, I get it. So should I share my screen?
Okay, what are you sharing? Tell us what you're sharing. Give us some info about what you're sharing first.
So for those, this is the public episodes. Remember my last current affairs bit about the people discovering that fire was made a lot earlier than we thought by Neanderthals. So I got this idea about cavemen, and I wanted to explore it. I guess this could be controversial if you want the text that I've written to continue with that and go a little bit deeper. So, following that track, I'm going to talk about the origin of a kind of human. So, the first of its kind. I call it Neanderthal Chris. And I'm going to tell you about it in the text. Is that okay with you? Yeah?
Yeah, sure, yeah. Share away.
Okay, I'm going to share. Compartir, ok. Enviar solicitud. I just sent a solicitation. Enviar solicitud. Am I sharing?
Yeah.
Colman needs to let you share, maybe, no?
You click share. Try it one more time. You should be able to share now.
Ok. Pantalla. Compartir. Audio también, right? Share audio? No.
With audio.
Yes.
No, because it's only a document.
Oh, well,
All right. I'm sharing my screen.
I think my internet's pretty shit at the minute.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Wait a second. Okay. Okay, so basically last time I leave it at I love Neanderthals. I love Neanderthals. I am not ashamed to say it anymore. We think about Neanderthals and we see big foreheads and bad teeth and messy hair. I think there should be like a joke in there about Boris Johnson. I don't know. But they were much, much more than that. Let me tell you the story of Neanderthal Chris, the first of its kind. Let's see if you know what I'm trying to get at, and then you can give me some feedback. It was something like this. All the Neanderthal women were in the cave, sitting in a circle around fire. Fire they have created, holding the babies, talking, bonding, sharing, making eye contact. The men out, hunting, silent, staring at the horizon, communicating only with grunts. You see, not so different than us, right? Then suddenly, the moment they are all being quietly waiting, a mammoth appears, huge, majestic, enough meat for weeks. The men get ready to ambush. Shh. And the Neanderthal Chris goes, "Oh my God, it's beautiful! Imagine all the fur coats we can make. We're going to look gorgeous." Of course, the mammoth hears this and escapes. It's the third time this week, so the leader pulls him aside and he said, "Chris," he just called him Chris because he was also Neanderthal. "Chris, we have to talk. We think maybe next time you can stay in the cave with the women." And Neanderthal Chris is devastated. "What? Why? I love hunting with you guys. Who is going to sharpen the spears? No one sharpens the spears as I do. It's all in the wrist, you know." "Yes, Chris, yes, you're quite a spear sharpener, you. But we made a decision." So Neanderthal Chris goes back to the cave, and this is going to end quickly, don't worry. And immediately he realizes, so he goes back to the cave, and immediately he realizes he doesn't belong there with the women either. He can breastfeed. When he talks, he has a point. He doesn't ramble on. His stories have a beginning, a middle, and the end. And every time he gives his opinion on something, the cave woman accuses him of caveman-splaining. It's really frustrating. So Neanderthal Chris lives again, lost, confused, lonely, and he eats some mushrooms. And suddenly he has an idea. He eats some mushrooms, this is important. And suddenly he has an idea. He goes back into the cave, grabs some clay, and starts painting the hunting scenes he will miss so much. The sweaty bodies, the mammoths, the spears. So many spears, long, big, thick spears. And that is how the first of them appeared. A new species, born full of pride and a sense of style. Ladies and gentlemen, behold the origin of the first interior designer. Also, he was super gay, but that's not what defined him. Okay, so the whole point of this story is to have people thinking, "Oh my God, is he saying the first gay appeared in the caves and he was a Neanderthal, the first gay person? And when I get to the end, appeared before you the first interior designer, you know, because he painted the caves." That's the idea. What do you think? Not very controversial, I know.
I think I think it's a fun idea, but I wonder, would it be funner if the opening was more like, because you're hinting that he might that this guy is gay, but then with your hinting, it's a little you're very charming on stage, but the hinting it's so like on the nose that I wonder if you opened with, I mean, you could try it. I don't know what's better, because also your delivery on stage is also so good. But if you opened with the idea that, like, who was the first gay? Did they have gay cavemen? And like, that's what he was out hunting, and he was like, you know, he saw, and now it's weird because I think if you address that up front, I think what I could I wonder, would the audience feel uncomfortable at the because they'll know that you're hinting that he's gay, and they might be like, if you were a gay comedian, you could do all that and it would be fine. I think the fact that you're straight, it might they might be like, do you ever have that? I have this sometimes when I do material, that sometimes I'm like, I can feel the audience are like, I don't know if it's okay to laugh at this, because the way that I've set it up, they're a little bit like, what? Are you making fun of them? Like, there's like, you know what I mean? And I wonder if you opened up with, by the way, this might totally work, so maybe ignore this, but you could always try opening the whole bit up as like, who was the first gay caveman? And then you could explore all the exact same stuff, and now there's something about you saying it up front I feel like will loosen, like, oh, he's just saying, isn't that an interesting idea? Who would be the first? And like, how did they know? And what was the first gay caveman like? And then I do love the idea that caveman explain it. What did you say? What was the thing you said about the women? When he speaks, he has a point. I think
really, but yeah.
I think I love that, because on some level, if the whole bit is talking about a gay caveman, but then there's just a few shots at the women in there. Do you know what I mean? Just for good measure. But I really like it. I really like it as an idea. I think it's a really fun, fun premise for a bit.
I mean, I think I agree. I mean, I think because the way you're doing it at the moment is like this. Oh, I'm slowly revealing it, and people are going to catch on at different times. But I think the reality is they're going to catch on as soon as you do that. As soon as you've done that voice,
the voice.
They're going to catch on. So after that, it's just kind of like, I don't know. They're kind of not with you anymore. They've already got the point of where you're going with it, or I think they have. Although there's a twist at the end, but they've got the point where you're going with it, and so it's just dragging on. Whereas I think if you've mentioned it already, the fun is you being inappropriate about gays.
Yeah. Okay. So
about gay behavior.
About what Colman
about gay behavior. I think the point is you're doing something that's fairly inappropriate. If you've already said it, everyone's in on the joke already.
Yeah.
If you're using as reveal, people are like, is this him actually saying what? Yeah. And it's because it's like, do you actually think this? I think if you say it up front, it gives you it separates you from the opinion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the way you're doing it's a bit like, is this?
That's a good way of saying it. Actually, it separates you from the opinion. Yeah.
Because I think the way you're doing it is a bit like, okay, I'm going to say some subtle things about gay people and see who can guess I'm talking about gay people.
Okay.
Whereas the other way is, I'm going to talk about the idea of the first gay caveman. I'm going to say some things that are clearly stereotypes and you know.
Yeah. I agree with what Chris is saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I get a tendency to overcomplicate it, like it's in the narrative or a story of writing instead of like spoken. You know, it happened with the pop culture stuff that I did at some point, Dracula and Frankenstein, and I didn't want to talk about sex, so I had this kind of thing, and when at the end I have this reveal. But yeah, sometimes when you're on stage, it shouldn't be that complicated. So I have that tendency.
Yeah, because I think the way you're doing it. I think the way you're doing it, the only payoff the way you're doing it is the interior designer thing at the end.
Yeah, that should be the joke.
That becomes the payoff, because we're not laughing at anything else, because it's kind of this is like the clever setup.
Yeah.
So
I'm not talking about gays. I'm not talking about gays. I'm talking about interior designers. It just happens that all interior designers are gay, so that's not my fault. But no, I totally understand what you're saying. So yeah, that also he was super gay. It's supposed to be something that comes later and should be like an extra.
Super gay.
Yeah. Also, he was super gay. But super gay. I was wondering. I think this is controversial. He
wears a cape.
Super gay.
A cape and a clap. A peg and a clap too.
He flies in. He's super gay.
Comes something else, yeah.
That's the
he only saves gay people. If Superman was gay, he'd he lets the straight people die or something. Super gay.
Okay, so I do think that putting it. I guess also because I said this is the Neanderthal Chris story. I wanted to have like a little, a little 2-minute for me, it was like it could be Neanderthal, anything, but for me, it was like, if I say this is a story, I can slip into storytelling, writing for a second, but maybe that's not working. You know?
Oh, sorry.
Well, I think you can still do
No, go ahead,
storytelling, but it's the story of how the first gay man came.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, and also because if you were talking about Neanderthals, and let's say the Neanderthal stuff is working, you could there could just be a pause. You're like, I wonder if the first gay person was a Neanderthal, and you know what I mean. So it's because I feel like as you were talking about this, on some level, the premise kind of, or the fun that I was laughing at was the premise of, what was the first gay Neanderthal like, or who was the first gay man? And then so you could explore it, you don't have the answers, but or at least, you know what I mean, who do you reckon one of the cavemen was gay? Do you know what I mean? And that he went out hunting with them, and they were just like, okay, this guy's not into it as much. He likes sharpening the spears too much. He's like, oh yeah, or maybe and then you could do oh, sorry, go on.
He will always scare the mammoth because he will scream, "Oh my God! Look at the suits!
Look at the fur!" Because then you can take the piss out of yourself for even having those stereotypes. But then you could also be like, God, maybe he didn't even talk like that. Maybe the first gay caveman was like, I'm gonna maybe he's actually very aggressive to the other men. But then you could have all. But on some level, then what it's not really, I suppose, a story. It's more like you bringing up to the audience, I wonder what the first gay caveman was like, and it's you exploring that premise with the audience, or at least that's how it's going to sound. It's going to be like, was he this or was he that? Do you reckon he did this? Yeah. And now it feels very light and also feels very exploratory while getting all the same stuff in. But it's just the way that you're lining it up.
I 100% agree with both of you guys. The silence when I read it was like a good sign also, but if I say it's a what if, you can do whatever you want with a what if, right? So what if the first caveman was gay? And then I can go I'm not saying this is good, I can imagine they were the best spear sharpeners, I can speak positively, and it wouldn't be just me doing voices, But in that same, so are we all in agreement that it's not cool to do gay voices anymore? I mean, it's a little bit.
Sorry, I just lost what you just said there. Say it again.
Yeah.
Are we all in agreement that it's not cool to do gay voices anymore? Oh my God, these kind of things.
Well, I think by that you're suggesting it was cool at some point, but
no. I'm just no. Okay, you answer my question, Chris. I won't do it anymore on the streets or on the.
I think it depends how you do it. I think if you've set it up, because it's that if you've started exploring this, then the joke becomes you playing with the stereotypes, and then the voice makes sense.
Yeah.
If the joke is you quietly, carefully revealing it, then the voice kind of doesn't make sense because it's giving it away very early, sort of thing. I don't think the voice is the problem. I don't think in all the things you're saying, the voice is the problem.
I think when you hear all the things together, I think when you hear how the story's laid out with the voice, I think as an audience would be like, is he does he hate, do you know what I mean? I think that, or not hate, but is he ridiculing? I think that's where the fear would come from. And then if they're feeling that fear, they're never going to come along with you to hear the bit. So I think So you could do all the same stuff. It's just you gotta.
I do and every time he gives an opinion on something when he's in the cave, and every time he gives his opinion on something, the cave woman accused him of caveman explaining. I like that joke. Because then I say, it's really frustrating. I want to make it it's really frustrating. This is what happens to me, I'm always mansplaining. It's really frustrating for him. But something like that. Okay, no, I got it, guys. Thank you for that. I think there's something there, but I think the voice.
Well, the voice is fun. The voice is fun, but I don't want to see you exploring the first black Neanderthal man, though, because that's
the first black. They were all black, man. We came after, right?
That'll probably be a step too far.
Okay. I think we have a lot of touchy subjects in here. But we're here to learn. Now you guys know. No gay voices on your sets unless you are gay.
I know we're meant to move on to me, but maybe we'll actually keep mine to be very short because I don't really have anything prepped if I'm being honest. But seeing as how this is called Building an Hour and it's kind of joining us on our journey, I should have opened up with that.
We're gonna do it on editing.
Yeah. Well, maybe next time I'll be like, because I think building comedy from your eyes is good, but actually, as I was just saying it there, you're going to come with us as you're joining us on the journey as we build our hour. So then there's also a little bit of like, that's why I wanted to say it up front, because I don't want it to just be, hey, we're just doing comedy. I'm like, no, I want you coming along for each of us as we're slowly going through this process. So where each of us are in our lives is as valuable as the comedy. Sorry, that's why.
Yeah.
So by saying that up top, we'll be planting two ideas. We can leave this in because, you know what I mean? Because I think on some level as well, I'm beginning to realize or beginning to feel like this podcast, we're also a little bit building this podcast as we're building the hour. We're also kind of, so like, I'm like, look, well, fuck it. It's all kind of part of the same sort of journey. I was trying to figure out how to present this the best way. But yeah, sorry. Building an hour.
Work in progress.
Let's go on a
Work in progress
learning
would have been a
journey.
perfect name, because it is a work in progress.
Yeah, joining us on our journey as we build our hour and do comedy in front of your eyes. Something along that line or something. Definitely planting the idea of journey. But I'll keep mine very quick. I do have a few...
To see our actual material, you have to go to Patreon, eh? Remember that.
Yeah, but if you want to see our own material, you have to go to Patreon. But, I mean, I had a few things I put into but I haven't really looked at it, but I this was one of them actually. But I think this is maybe I like the slightly controversial stuff anyway, but maybe I'll just share this with you. I have not done any work in it. All I did was just save the link of this, so maybe I will show this to you, but also maybe to give the listeners a little bit of background. My nana passed away, but was it 4 days ago? In the last week anyway. So I've been and I'm back in Ireland as well. So when I'm back in Ireland, I'm just doing workshops all the time, so I'm a little bit exhausted. But that's what's going on with me. But I'm like, I mean, ideally, I'd love to get to a point where I was just touring as a comedian and not have to fucking do all these workshops to pay my living. But anyway, this is what. Can you see this? This is.
Yeah.
I saw this. I didn't even read the article. I was just like, well, this is a funny headline. It launches its first autistic Barbie. And I was like, do you know what? Tell you what, here's what I'll do. I'll just say this is where we're starting with it. And the next time we have a call, this is what I want us to talk about. So I'll send you this article. You can read over it. And I'm like, surely there's something... there's got to be some, like, you know what I mean? Like, what does it do?
Love the idea.
It doesn't. The Barbie
fun.
doesn't look
This
you
is
in the
fun.
eyes or something. You know?
This, I don't know, but they clearly what's happened here is they had like thousands and thousands of headphone sets left over from Disco Barbie, and they were like, "What can we do with these headphones?"
Does it freak
Disco
out if you take the
Barbie's run out
headphones
of
off?
fashion.
What is she holding on her hand? Do we know what is she holding?
What's it holding? I don't know.
I think maybe it's a stress ball or something.
Also, wait, hold on. I didn't even realize this. Sorry, I did not read the article. I just saw the headline. Coming barely 6 months after its first doll with type 1 diabetes.
Oh my god.
So, hold on. There's definitely a whole spectrum of material about like what other possible Barbies there'll be. You know what I mean? What about the Kens? Well, like, is there like misogynistic Ken? You know?
Also, wait. She's not like built as a normal Barbie, right? Normal. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's just like a regular Barbie. She's like a little shorter. Is that like a thing with autism?
There's blind.
No, I think
Barbies.
Barbies have changed shape now. Anyway, Barbies have generally changed shape.
Okay. All right.
Barbies are not so thin and unrealistic as they used to be. Not that I'm an expert on Barbies.
What is that? What is that paper? I don't know. Should it have like? I think, to be really honest with the...
It's what is it, like a book and a... I don't know what it's holding.
Oh, and a spin...
I guess it's like an iPad or something that, you know...
It's a fidget spinner. The other thing on her hand is a fidget spinner, yeah. I think there should be like a spectrum.
Autistic Barbie. sorry,
choose,
Mauricio, sorry, go on.
I think you should be able to choose your autistic Barbie from a spectrum. You know, there should be like the really autistic Barbie and the not so autistic Barbie.
yeah. Heavily autistic, and it should be called heavily autistic Barbie.
Heavily autistic, or a number 17. You know, like give it a 17 or the 0. You know, but, yeah.
So there's one with the diabetes one. What is the diabetes one?
It comes with insulin and a candy, or what?
I think it's just. I mean, it's a good way of.
She has an insulin. She has an insulin pump. That's what. I mean, she's still gorgeous and super thin, but she has a.
Yeah.
Okay, but that insulin pump is the Walkman. It's the Walkman that goes with the headphones. They've just separated.
They're just They're just trying to like, all right, how can we do?
That looks like a Discman. They've separated the Walkman and the headphones, and they've created 2 new dolls, basically.
Is there Down syndrome Barbie? There's Down
okay, that's the thumbnail right there.
Is there a Down syndrome Barbie?
Inspired by real kids. Have you seen that? Inspired by real kids. Oh my God.
Down syndrome Barbie.
But there's terminal. Obviously, they're heading towards terminal disease Barbies.
Yeah, actually, but terminal. It's weird. Terminal.
But you have to keep. Then you have to buy a new one every year or so. You have to keep buying a new one because they'll die on you.
They'd be delighted with that. Actually, yeah.
Let me tell you
Barbie died.
Let me tell you what's happening. It's a good way for parents to tell their kids they are terminally ill, but not. You know, it's like, hello, have this here. Oh, thank mom. Is my leukemia Barbie? What? You know, it's like they don't have to say it themselves.
Down syndrome Barbie. They'll have like right-wing conservative Barbie. You know, what else?
We can go crazy.
KKK Barbie will be the next one for the
what
American
is it?
market.
KKK
Barbie will be
KKK Barbie. White supremacist Barbie. Just Barbies for everything. You know what I mean? Why not? Anyway, but tell you what, I have a spot this Saturday night. Oh fuck! Actually, I don't know if it's a new material night. It used to be, but they've changed, so maybe I won't have it. But if it's new material, I'll do something on this, even if it's just some rough version of it. And the next time we're doing this episode, I want to hear your ideas on this, and I'll show you what I've done already, and we'll have both of those to play with, and I'll stick with this for maybe an episode or 2 or 3 to be like, all right, what's the most I can get out of it?
Yeah, I think it's fun because so playing with that, is it completely inappropriate what they're doing, or is it completely woke? It's kind of, I don't know what.
Well, I think if I was being honest, I think it's probably a good idea, right? Because it's like it makes people feel more accepted and what have you. But just the idea that it's called autistic Barbie just sounds funny. Down syndrome Barbie sounds funny. Type 1 diabetes Barbie, they just sound funny. So I think honestly, like as a human, I'm like, oh look, that's a good thing in the world, but also that's hilarious that it's called this.
I think it's going to also, but it must be difficult to not fall into stereotypes if you're just using a plastic. All you've got to work with is a little plastic figure.
Yeah. Also, there's these diseases which are.
Oh yes, it is a fidget spinner. You're right. Sorry. Go on, Mauricio. Sorry. Go
on. There's these diseases, and then there's sex addiction, alcoholism,
sex addiction Barbie.
Sex
heroin Barbie.
What diseases are okay and what diseases are not? No, we cannot do a
Invisible.
sex addict can. You know, like a.
Invisible disability Barbie would be a.
What is it? Say that again.
Invisible
disability.
Wait, one more time. Sorry.
Invisible disability Barbie, which could just be just a normal Barbie. That'd be the easiest one to make.
You know
just
what
a normal Barbie
disability?
who keeps telling us about her problems. Just a normal Barbie who keeps going on about her problems. You know what I mean?
Feminist Barbie. You know what I mean?
Narcoleptic Barbie.
Narcoleptic Barbie. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, sure. Look. Fucking. There's only 3 minutes left, so let's. I'm gonna stop sharing that there, but I'll send you the link for that. Either next time I'll have tried to perform it, but maybe next time, because this is such a look, and this is just the nature of me doing workshops. But we'll all have maybe I'll give you that, and you can just maybe throw any more ideas you have me next. For the next time, that's what I want to do for this. That's what I had an idea. Oh, actually, here's one other one. Actually, now since I have you, sorry, and there's only a couple of minutes left. I think it'd be controversial. I actually came up with this a while ago, but I don't know if can you see this? This is my notes, by the way. But do you know who Caitlin Clark is?
He's a super good basketball player.
She's a basketball player, but I was trying to think, but like, if your best player is white, you don't have a sport. Something like, there's something about. I think it's just rife for some comedy, and also I feel like it might. It's kind of a little controversial because she's. Like when the tennis hit mainstream, Venus, Serena, golf, Tiger, soccer. Also, I think by saying if your best player is white, you don't have a sport. I think they're all assuming it to be a woman joke. But I think by making it a white joke, it might. I don't know. It might. But there's something. WNBA is.
Yeah.
WNBA isn't a sport. Why? Because your best player is white.
Yeah, exactly.
Not because it's not a sport. Okay.
Yeah. That because it almost sounds like I'm. Yeah. Anyway, but and then I don't know if I can say that sounds.
You have a problem. You have a problem because you're not being sexist. You don't want to be sexist, but you don't want to be racist. So where do you balance it?
But if anything, I'm being pro. That's like on some level what I'm saying is pro black athletes. But it's also, but it almost sounds. So I think what's weird is like, because if I could say this on stage, if I could phrase it the right way, I'm like, they'd have to. They're like, well, his stance is pro black athletes, but then also it sounds kind of against women. So it's like sort of like a liberal conundrum, you know.
Swimming is the obvious exception to this rule, though, no?
Oh, swimming is. Oh my god! Oh my god! Yes. Oh my god! Yeah.
Oh my god!
I don't even want to write that down. But I know. But you know, I'll just stick with the Barbie one for next time. But I did think I was like, there's something in Caitlin Clark, WNBA. Anyway, tell you what, because there is less than a minute left. Okay. Thank you very much for joining us for this episode of Building an Hour. If you're on Patreon, we're just going to do a Patreon episode right after this, so please come join us in that to hear how we're going to talk about the last gig we all did together and how our sets went on that gig, but that's our kind of personal material or private material, which makes it sound sexual or something, but just the material that's going into the hour. So we hope to see you there. Thank you very much. I've been Colman Hayes.
Yes.
I am Mauricio Lombardi. Bye bye. See you next time, guys.
Chris Groves.
Bye.
See you next time. Bye.